We did it. We did it, Joe. We did
It's gonna be our last episode.
Are we singing in harmony?
Welcome to the Wrong Indian Podcast.
Native Americans of all trades, masters of none.
What does that mean? Oh, we have a lot to say. We are not the expert.
But we talk to the experts on a variety of issues.
I'm Brittany Shulman.
Kenrick This
This is the
Wrong NDN Podcast.
Welcome back to the Wrong Indian Podcast, Season 3, Episode 9. We are here. I'm Brittany Shulman.
Yeah, it's Honeybee Marie here. I just wanted to say hello to everybody because we're sacred again, guys.
Yay!
All four of us are here.
We got 4 directions.
Hello. Welcome back. I'm finally here again. How many episodes was I not here for? Like 2 episodes at least?
Something like that.
Something like that.
Eternity.
1.5.
It did feel like an eternity. But hello, my name is John, aka Panic with John. Welcome to the show.
What's Kamadum Ventiv? I'm Kenrick Escalante, and we are Native Americans of all trades, masters of none. We are the Wrong Indians.
Woo woo. So we're gonna go into our
And we have a rhythm, obviously.
Yeah, we don't have a script, guys. It's unscripted.
Yeah.
No. Well, we're going to go into a new segment that we're calling Things I Learned on TikTok. So, I don't know about you all, but I learn a lot from TikTok. And it is really fun to have those little snippets of like really cool life hacks. And everybody in my life thinks that I'm such a genius because I have all these life hacks from TikTok and they don't know what TikTok is. Anyways, so I guess I'm first. This is mine. Go for it. Roll the tapes.
Because of this recipe, the grocery stores in Finland ran out of feta cheese. Here's how to make it. Add tomatoes, olive oil, salt, and pepper to a baking dish. Then add a block of feta cheese right in the middle. Bake at 400 for 35 minutes. When it comes out, add some fresh garlic, fresh basil, and give it all a good mix.
That's what
then
I'm talking
add some
about.
of that cooked pasta right on top and give everything a good mix once again. And then it's time for the taste test. So good.
You know what? And that is good.
It's delicious. Have you guys had it? Have any of you
I've never
tried
had it.
No, you told me about it, and I'm like, I want to do that. I think my kids would actually eat tomatoes.
It's my everything about that is like easy but like grown up to me. So I feel like a cool little chef when I make it. But it has become a staple in my house and my parents love it. Everyone loves it. So it's become something that I make weekly because it's so easy and so non-cumbersome, but it makes you feel like an awesome chef. So Kenrick, what have you learned from TikTok?
You know, I'm on the same pace with you, though. I mean, I've always find these great recipes. And real quick about the recipe that you shared, one thing I learned from another chef on TikTok is that, like, if you're going to season it, taste it before you put salt because that cheese is salty as it is. So if you're going to try to put your salt and your pepper, you're going to find out you're going to overkill your meal with too much salt. So for me, here's what I've learned on TikTok.
Okay, so you put the string cheese into these little pasta holes here. Okay.
In the pasta holes.
Sauce.
Yeah.
For the whole thing.
Oh man, that looks good.
And she has it like in a cake
Nice and
spring.
saucy.
Little.
Good. Yep. Then we're gonna put meat if you want. You don't have to have meat,
Ooh.
obviously. Looks good, right? Yeah, looks
Yes.
good.
Oh wow.
Cheese.
And more cheese. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like we're
Looks like she's making a cake.
Now,
a cheese pasta cake.
A pasta cake.
Oh hell yeah.
So
Oh my
good.
god.
Oh.
Look at that.
here's the moment of
It
truth.
also looks like a really big pizza or something. Thick pizza.
That's amazing.
No.
See that?
I feel like I can smell that from here.
Right?
Or I'm so hungry, guys.
I know, right?
So if you're listening, basically what I showed was they put it's like a cake spring that when you're gonna make a cake, so that, or when you make cheesecake, so that you can open it and it doesn't mess up the cake itself. And so what they did is they put pasta in there and they stuffed it with cheese and then put more cheese on top of it. And they basically just made like a lasagna, like a stand-up lasagna, almost looking like a Chicago deep dish pizza. So yeah, I'm hungry too. Are we eating yet?
And you know us here at Wrong Indian, we're gonna risk it for the biscuit, and we love our cheese. How about you, Brittany?
I did not learn recipes, although I'm going to go save those. Those look amazing. I actually follow Dr. Remix. He is awesome. He's a chiropractor, and just let him tell you what we can do.
If your hips feel uneven, then tap in. Tap, tap, tap in. This right here will help you feel better. Grab a stick, one leg over, one under. Push up from the bottom, down from the top. Hold each 5 seconds, and the pain is finna stop.
Oh my God, I need that
I've
in my
needed
life.
that in the last few days.
And it worked, y'all. It does work. It's
Wow.
like legit. This is legit chiropractic advice, even though it's to a fun beat.
Mhm.
God, I thought
No.
I thought 34 was too early to be having hip problems, but apparently not.
Girl, I've been crooked all my life, so I've got the scoliosis, so my back is crooked anyway. So yes, that's legit.
Very helpful.
The floor recognizes Kenrick.
For what?
Oh,
Did you raise your hand?
No, I was just gonna say for like my sciatic nerve pain. I mean, I want to do that. Could we all sound a little bit older? Come on, we need that. John,
Our
bring
knees
in
are
the youth.
going out.
John
We
was
like
that
food.
The toy came out in 1998. I was like, oh, I was in middle school.
Girl, I was in high school in '98.
I already pulled a muscle before we started this episode, so.
All right, John. How about you? What has TikTok taught you?
Well, there's this video by this TikTok creator. Her name is Z, and well, actually, Little Wolves, and she teaches you how to sing. It was in Friends. It was an episode in Friends, and
Smelly
Phoebe.
cat.
Phoebe,
Yeah.
just sing
Yeah,
Smelly
that's
Cat,
great.
and she teaches you how to sing in a Navajo. So
Oh my God, that's so
I think she just sings in Navajo. I kind of forgot, but you'll see.
Yeah,
You'll
she's
see the
great.
video.
She's great.
Yeah.
Smelly cat. Oh my gosh, I love
I love it.
Oh my
Yep.
gosh, that's awesome.
That's so good.
I wish I was
good.
going to see my family today so I could sing that to them. It'd be
Yes, I thought that was pretty interesting. I thought that was cool. It's like, hey, we got to share this. So if anyone does a cover on it, they're more than welcome to.
That's
Well, I mean, you know.
hilarious.
Mhm.
Native humor is something else.
Oh yeah. Already.
Brittany works hard for those plugs, man. She works
She does.
hard.
Well,
And
if
it's-
this is the last plug of the season, let it plug up.
Yeah.
But yeah, we still have these mugs for sale. I want to do a shout out to Angela, who pointed out in our last video that the link was wrong, and she still found a way to get the mugs. So thank you, Angela. But yes, so these are still on sale. BrittanyShulman.com/merch. Use the code Wrong Indian. It goes to help support the podcast. We have it in blue. We have it in red. We would do the fancy passing thing, but we didn't practice before we got home.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Wait, want to try it again? Let's try it again. Let's try it. Okay, wasn't it? I was down like that. Okay. Oh wait.
Are we
Try it
gonna?
again.
We really are gonna do this right now?
We're
Yeah.
doing it. Wait.
Well, I'm running into John, but he told
Okay.
me, yeah, we were
Wait,
going to
do it again. Let's
We
do
can't
it.
do it
one
So
more time.
anyway, if you want to get mugs and practice with your friends, go to BrittanyShulman.com/merch. to get your own set of Native Humor mugs. Thank you guys so much to everyone who's made purchases and helped support the podcast. Thank you. Use the
I
code Wrong
swear.
Indian. Word wrong, letters NDN.
I really want to do the cup passing thing.
Yeah, I mean, like YouTube, if you're watching, I just want my hand to get over there and hit Brittany on the top of the head. I'm trying.
Okay, got it. Wait,
Nothing's
Kenrick.
perfect.
That was
Oh,
awful.
all right.
Okay, wait, do one more time.
Okay. We're gonna
And the
we're gonna
Oscar
let
goes
that
to
go.
Kenrick. Who's gonna introduce our next segment?
I love that he tried to give me a blue mug and I reached for a red. You like that?
Oh, yeah,
Anyway,
This is all
so-
indigenous.
Well, it is.
You
It
changed
is
the
something
color.
else. Something else. And there's my coffee stain right on the top. I use them too. I mean, they're real. Okay.
So anyway, thank you, Paula Marie. That was such a great segment, and that's true. We do learn so much when it comes to TikTok. I always tell my kids that, and they just roll their eyes. They're just like, "What do you mean you're learning from TikTok?" It's like, "Yeah, I'm learning more than dancing. I'm actually learning how to cook, and I'm learning about
Still trying to get this move down.
I don't have. Yeah,
I don't know that move at all.
Or this
I don't know.
Because
Last time I know,
because I'm doing it so wrong, it doesn't look like the original move.
So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and move on to our next segment that we've been doing all season long, and it's been "What Are You Watching?" It's one of our favorite segments. We like to talk about the things that we're watching right now. And Marie, what are you watching right now?
I just finished Ginny and Georgia, and I really enjoyed it. I did not enjoy their Taylor Swift. I need you all to stop coming for Taylor Swift, please, and thank you. And I'm going to go hard for Taylor Swift now because my Indian card was revoked because of it. So now I'm just going to own it. Just kidding. Ginny and Georgia is about a single mom with a teenage girl and a younger son. And it just kind of follows both of their lives and kind of Georgia's, it does flashbacks in her childhood and kind of the reasons that she is making the choices that she is now with her teenage daughter who just becomes a teenager and really hardcore. So like their relationship and where it's just a really cool like coming of age sort of trying to discover yourself, especially when your parents move around a lot. So I really enjoyed it.
That's cool. And where are you watching that at?
Netflix.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's a Netflix original.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been in the top 10 the past couple of weeks.
It's a very very girly. I mean, I don't want to discourage our male co-host from watching it, but it's a very I really enjoyed it.
Did you say
It was
girly?
really cool.
Sign me up.
Sometimes girly is the best.
What's that show that you like, Paula? He also watches it. The one with the girl and the other girl and the mom. The girl and the mom in a big
Gilmore
house.
Girls? Are we
That's
talking
the
Gilmore
one.
Girls? Oh
That's
my
the
god.
one. He likes that.
That's my show.
And let me just
Do
apologize.
you not see my hat? I'm Luke all day. Look at this.
Okay.
Let me just apologize.
Okay, boomer.
Because I'm so sorry that I did not mean to put us in boxes. Girly, male, masculine, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to deprogram myself from that. So, apologize.
Marie, I'm literally in a box right now. Like, I don't know if you're seeing it, but we're in boxes. So.
And you're on a box.
I don't know if you realize I'm literally standing on a box right now. It's the only way I reach the microphone. John, what are you watching, man?
I've been watching this YouTube channel. It's called Fascinating Horrors, and there's just this guy. He talks about like I think events that took place. It could be like catastrophic or like dealing with murders and stuff. And I'm just like, oh wow, I was blown away by some of them. I can't recall a specific one, but there's just this guy. He talks about like all these fascinating stuff that happen, and sometimes within the stories, some people die or either survive. So I would recommend watching it. It was really fascinating.
And you're watching that on YouTube?
Yeah, I'm watching that on YouTube.
Okay, cool. Fascinating Horrors. Who's the creator?
I have no idea. I don't think he says his name. He just
really?
goes by Fascinating
What was the name of
Horrors.
his channel?
Yeah, that's the name of his channel.
Okay, cool.
So if you guys are like
Check that
into
out.
like, catastrophic stuff, murders, I would recommend it.
That's how I sleep at night.
Yeah, totally, right? You just like sit there at night in your bed and you're just like, I want to watch something scary, but I'll dream about it later, but who cares?
That just may be a Danae thing.
I was gonna
Yeah, it could be.
in their water. I don't know.
I learned about that on TikTok, and I'll share it next time we learn stuff.
It won't be for a long time, though.
Hey, Brittany. So, what have you been watching?
I would like to say that it's fun and actually it is fun and interesting, but I'd like to say it's fun and interesting, but it actually is fun and interesting. If that makes any kind of sense, just go with me here. So way a while back, YouTube actually demonetized all their kids shows. They
I didn't know that.
all their kids programming, because there's a lot of creepers out there who, and I've actually run up on is finding things for my kids and thinking it was a kids show. It like presented as a kids show, and then you go into it and it's like, this is not a kids show. And even on like YouTube Kids, I haven't actually come across, but I know parents who have come across things like, how did that get into the YouTube Kids app for kids? Weird. But anyway, there is this kids show called Ryan's World. And it's this little guy, and him and his parents play games. And I think they actually just started like just playing games around the house, and it's kind of evolved because now they're doing experiments and stuff. So they learned how to make elephant snot, which kids, yes. And it was cool because it like bubbled up over the beaker and just fell over to the coffee table, but it hung on the edge of the coffee table without ever falling down. It was so weird and interesting. So, but what was also really interesting about Ryan's World is because YouTube did that demonetization, they've actually moved a lot of those really big kid shows like Ryan's World, like Blippi, Super Simple Songs have made their way into Prime and Hulu now. So you can actually, and I like that a lot better as a mom, speaking to other moms, when it's on Prime or Hulu, it's like, okay, that's a little more secure than YouTube, even though there's a lot of really good kid stuff on YouTube, and Super Simple Songs, we've lived through like every iteration of that. Coco Melon, which is on Netflix now and stays in the top 10, came from YouTube. They used to be ABC Kids TV, and then they changed to Coco Melon, and that kid gets on my nerves. So as you can tell,
anyone else's brain just go Coco Melon in the middle.
Yeah.
Mind us.
So basically, not really watching cool things for mom. We're just watching cool things for the kids, and it is what it is.
I have been making it like my anthem that I'm watching what I want to watch to entertain myself because I'm an internal child. I'm watching Godzilla versus Kong. I watched on HBO Max. It came out last week, and apparently it's like doing very well, like internationally in the box office. And because of the pandemic, we haven't had any successful movies in the box office, but this one has already grossed over $100 million. So it was enough, unfortunately, to push back Mortal Kombat because Mortal Kombat is going to be coming out here. It was supposed to come out next week, but they pushed it back 2 more weeks because Godzilla versus Kong. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to tell you spoilers.
Spoilers.
I got to take out my earphones. Give us a signal when you're ready.
So all I'm going to tell you is that if you've already watched Batman versus Superman,
is it the same plot?
You don't need to watch Godzilla versus Kong. I mean, all I needed to know was Godzilla and Kong had the same parent name, and it was Martha. That's all I needed because it would have been the same exact movie.
Or Mothra.
Look at you.
Oh.
Literally
I'm a
the
big
same
Godzilla fan.
Yeah, it's literally the same story. You get the one character who's coming in supposedly raising havoc, right? And you're like, hence Superman raising havoc. Oh no, it's an alien being. Well, in this case, it's Godzilla. For some reason, he's upset and he's destroying everything and he's attacking, the humans when he was supposed to be our hero. And so what happens? Oh, we need to call upon our hero. And who's our hero? Kong, aka the Batman, right? And so they bring in Kong. They fight each other. We hate you, blah, blah, blah. We're going to, Godzilla almost kills Kong, just like Batman almost killed Superman. And then all of a sudden, they bro it up. They have a little hug and they realize, oh no, there's a real villain. And then they team up and they fight a villain. The end. That's pretty much what it was. I really can't overhype it. Other than this was my childhood. It was something I've watched since. I mean, I used to watch the old black and whites of Godzilla and King Kong and Mecha Godzilla and Baby Kong. I mean, people used to call me Baby Kong growing up on the res.
Used to?
Baby Kong.
Used to?
Okay, maybe they still do. All right, try not to talk about it. Sensitive, you know. But it was good though. I mean, I have to admit the effects are amazing. So visually, it's beautiful. But the storyline's very weak. I mean, the actual humans in the movie, they're like throwaway, and they're not like. I mean, shoot, you have what's her name in this from Stranger Things?
Millie Bobby Brown.
Millie Bob Brown. I mean, for God's sakes, like she's in it, and they're trying so hard to like make her like a focal point in the movie, and you're just like. I don't really care.
Was it just like the previous? Was it Monster versus or Godzilla versus? What was the previous one?
Godzilla, King of the Monsters, right?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, so they had her in there, and so like she kind of had a bigger role in that one. Where in this one, it was like it's a throwaway because all they wanted was to show Godzilla and Kong beat each other up. And that's literally what happened. And so you get what you want, and so the movie recognizes what the audience wants. But as far as like storyline, it was weak. It really was weak.
When you said spoilers, I was like, "What? They fight each other?"
You know what's funny? Like I actually went on social media and I said, "Godzilla versus Kong. It's basically Superman versus Batman," and everyone was like, "How dare you spoil the movie?" And that's exactly what I thought. Like,
haven't they done this? I mean, this ain't the first time.
No,
Godzilla and King Kong have had a little, tussle.
Well, it's like
in the city.
It's like last week when we were interviewing Lee, right? Lee told us like, well, if you haven't read a comic book, you know what I mean? Like, the comics tell you what the story's going to be, So, yeah, I mean, duh, they fight. What do you expect? So.
Well, you know what?
Here's the plot line. Boo, boo, blah,
yeah,
blah,
I mean,
yeah,
that was it, literally.
I want to pitch a movie to you guys while we're here.
All right.
So we collectively like a lot of monster movies. We like a lot of superhero movies. But what if we set this movie in an insurance agency? Go with me here. Come with me. And say we follow the regular people as, like Superman's destroying a building or, Sokovia's gone now or whatever the thing is the thing. And we follow their path to getting reimbursed when their home is destroyed. I'm so sorry you did not get the superhero package, so we're not gonna be able to pay out the full amount. It's a very adult movie, I think.
Superman was just trying to save the world, so you're welcome, and no, you can't get coverage on your house.
Yeah, we would get Flo in all of the progression.
Yes! That would be so great!
That would be a very adult movie.
I don't know. I'm just going here because we're going to close the show now with what is making us happy. So we're going to just share, Marie, what's making you happy?
Well, first of all, you made me depressed first, and then I have to talk about what's happy.
Thinking about dealing with insurance companies?
Yeah,
take it all in.
So, I don't know. So at the beginning of the spring, I took over and have been helping my niece in school. And she started out with, very low grades because, the pandemic, first of all, let's just go there. And so there's an expectation still of students. So I've kind of taken over her schooling, and she has made major strides in school and math and she still tells me every time she hates reading, but in reading, and it's so at the beginning it was very hands-on. I had to hold her hand through a lot of the stuff, and now she don't even need me for some of the stuff, and so it's a bittersweet kind of I'm so proud that you don't need me every 5 seconds to help you, but at the same time it's my baby's growing up, and it's not going to be too long till she goes back to in person. So I'm really just enjoying the time I have with her, and this will always be something that she remembers. Her auntie, helping her with school and getting her through and pushing her and dragging her sometimes. So that's what's making me happy is she's on her way to better grades.
What a good auntie. Good job. For me, it's like, I think we talked about it maybe like 2 episodes ago. One thing that I was trying to do was get myself back into focus and get back to what I used to love to do, which was have like a regimen and like work out and, just get me back to like my fighting weight, and, I promised you guys that I was going to start hiking because I bought hiking shoes, right? Because, I had to accessorize or something, you know what I mean? So anyway, I am proud to report that I have been hiking. I have put in probably close to 10 miles worth of hiking so far.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yay.
It's really been great, Fun side note, though, I almost got attacked by a possum.
They play dead, Kenrick. They play dead. That's their whole thing. They will hiss at you.
Well, here's the
but
thing.
But then they play dead.
I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so I've heard the idea that they play dead with the whole flip upside down. Look at me, I'm dead. No, this thing crawled up on a log and it looked at me with the beady little black eyeballs, and we had a stare down. That's what it was. It was a live stare down, and it started to drool. And
it might have been a mama.
That's what my thing was. My whole deal was like, oh shit. You're like,
you want to learn something?
Yes.
So opossums only attack when they're not feeling threatened. They play dead when they feel like they're threatened. No, I'm just kidding. So you want a threat.
I mean, this possum was like right on my path. And so like, me and my son were like, what are we going to do? Like, are we just going to walk right past it? So like me, both of us being boys, right? We're like, we should throw something at it, right? We should throw something.
Let's poke it with the stick.
Yeah.
Let's aggravate it.
Make it matter.
We have to aggravate it. That's what we have to do. So like, he chucks like a little twig and it doesn't move. And so then I throw one because I'm like, I'll throw it closer. So I threw it a little closer. It like moved its paw, but it stayed staring at us. So at the end of the day, possum wins. We said, forget it, your domain. We turned around and we took off. But yeah, I mean, I've never witnessed a possum that close. It was kind of crazy.
Oh, well,
yeah.
I guess not. Possums really
not in the West.
Really aren't out here. But here's my possum story for you. Once upon a time, I used to live in this old house when I was in college. And we had a front porch, and you had to take your trash to the actual dumpster. There wasn't like trash pickup or, things that are in cities. So my roommate and I would bag up our trash. We put it on the front porch, and then we put it in our trunk and take it to the dump. So it was night, and I heard something outside. So I walked out the front door. The biggest possum, I mean, its head was as big as my head. It was the biggest possum. And I've seen possums. So I go outside, I was like, oh, crap, you're going to get in our trash. You don't need to eat what's in there. It's all ramen anyway. And the poor old possum, he just looked at me, just did the whole stare down thing. Also, I got the broom because I was like, I'll just push you off. Just, you're at the edge of the porch. Just go, shoo. No. So we did the same thing. We're like, you can have the trash. Thank you.
Yeah, you win. That's it. You win. Sorry.
You can have the trash.
That's so
also,
funny. I've never seen one up close or like in real life.
They are intimidating. Either. They have those beady little eyes. They're little rat tails or little rat tails.
They look gross though.
Well, see, that's the thing though.
Big
it's
rats.
It's a mixed bag because they're kind of furry, so they're kind of cute, but they're also kind of vicious, dirty,
kind of really ugly.
I would again.
They rodents.
They are rodents.
Yeah,
They're marsupials. They are not rodents. They are marsupials because they carry their babies in their pouch. But I would rather deal with rats, and here's my story on that.
I have you beat, I bet. Go ahead.
No, I used to go rat fishing.
What is rat?
So we had a hog pen.
You should have seen our faces, guys. You're not subscribed to our YouTube.
Yeah, so I used to go Oh, there, I lost y'all for a second. We had a hog pen in the back in the woods because I grew up on a farm. And because there was, there's food there, there were rats. There were rodent tunnels. And I mean rats, not mice, rats.
Lovely.
And they had their tunnels underneath the hog pen. So what we would do is we'd take a fishing pole and that 3-prong hook, you had to use bread. You couldn't use cheese. Cheese comes off too easy. So you'd wrap the bread around the 3-prong hook, and you'd put the hole in the hole, and you just wait till you feel a nibble, catch it, pull up your rat, and then and that was pest control.
Did it go into its mouth, like capture, like the way you do with a fish?
Yes. Yeah, Peter would not be pleased.
Yeah,
It sounds like a southern thing.
Yeah. They got what they got, you know what I mean? Or what was coming to them.
Again, it was rodent control.
Yeah.
It was probably, also my favorite job was helping my grandfather castrate the piglets.
Mm-hmm.
So what had happened was we had this pole.
Where did it go? Where did this conversation go?
We're
keep telling me. I want to know.
fishing, castrating.
Yeah. So, in order to get the piglets ready to go to market, that was part of the process. You had to castrate them and cut their tails.
Yeah, I was thinking,
But my grandpa had this pole, and then he had this block of wood that he cut 2 notches in. So he'd get the piglet, and he'd put his little legs through the hole. My job was to hold it as, a 6-year-old, 8-year-old, 10-year-old. I would hold the piglet, had to hold him really tight, and my grandpa goes, snip, snip, clip, clip, brother tail, spray their butts blue, which is an antiseptic to keep it from getting infected, and then and the whole time they're going, that sound is burned in my brain. But it was my favorite job to do, not because we were hurting the piglets, but because I was important enough to help my grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
See, and I was in FFA, that Future Farmers of America. So I raised a pig, and I remember when they had to do that, and those pigs kick hard.
Yeah, you had to hold them tight. And they were like this. They were good sized piglets.
Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, the idea that you haven't lived until you've rat fished sounds amazing. But our daughter raises rats like they're pets to her, And so here's the deal. She thought she was getting all boys when she first got them, from what I understand.
No.
Yeah. And from what I understand. And then I think she quickly realized oh no, some of these are ladies. And so literally just like last week, it was another set of rat babies. Well, no, it turned into
again.
It turned into hey, that was looking pretty fat there. Oh, she's pregnant. And so, and then to make it even worse, a day later or 2 days later, oh wait, the other one looks fat too. Oh no! So in total, she has
2 pregnant rat ladies.
She has 23 babies.
Holy crap!
Oh my god!
She's tending to. So that's if that's 26 rats total with 23 babies. And now she wants she's trying to raise $300 because she wants to buy this huge commune fencing housing board. I don't know. She's trying
She's gonna need to fix some of those little rat babies. I can do it for her. I'll hold the legs.
Something like that. I'll get the blue spray.
Are you gonna have a little rat farm inside your home or something?
Not my home. No, thank you. No.
Are you okay?
I think Maria almost died. No, these rats are in Arizona.
Oh my goodness, John!
What are you thinking?
Sorry.
What are you gonna do with them?
Her holding the little rat.
You're just gonna hold him like this.
I'm skilled. I have those skills.
Oh my god!
All right,
John, what's making you happy right now?
My nephew is actually making me happy. I guess I got to spend some time with him last weekend, and actually over the week too. Last weekend he had a birthday party, and then for the past week he came back with us for a while because he came back, from his mom's place and stayed at our house for a while, and I got to spend some time with him for the past week, and all the way until today. This morning, he's going back with his mother, unfortunately, back home, and that's like 7 hours away. But I'm very happy to spend that time with him, like all the time. And then for his birthday too, I got him a Switch, and we were able to play Animal Crossing all week. Yeah.
I'm sorry. After having that conversation, my brain did not recognize Switch as a video game.
Oh yeah. What do you mean? Wait.
She thought you bought him a knife.
No,
okay.
no. I was thinking a stick that he was going to get a beating.
Oh,
Again,
Lord.
where my brain went was back to the 80s.
Back to
Sorry,
the
John,
South.
please continue.
I mean, like, yeah, that's really about it, though. Like, yeah, that's just what's making me happy this week, and I'm kind of sad that he's going back today. So, but that's all.
That's good, man. Family's important. So,
Mhm.
Brittany, I mean, what's making you happy? I understand you might have some news for us.
I
Uh-oh.
might actually. It's we're in the process of some new beginnings. So we're going to be leaving Albuquerque, and we're going to be starting some new careers. And right now we're talking about the tour de Schulman, because once we get our vaccines, we're going to go see our families that we have not seen. We've had Joe's family who's come, his sister and his dad and them, but I haven't seen my mom or my grandpa since. This is the longest I've ever been away. So we're definitely going to spend some time in North Carolina, spend some time up in Minnesota, and yeah, so some new beginnings are happening.
You better tell me when you're in North Carolina. We'll come down and see you guys.
It's only 6 hours.
It's like 5.5,
wow.
give or take.
No. Where I live, it's 6 hours.
Fun. I
There's an
expect
extra
to be more.
hour's drive from the top of North Carolina to the southern part. I guess I could meet you, like, part of the way or something. Yeah, tour de Schulman. That's what we're calling it.
Man, that sounds fun. But it's sad that you're finally closing that chapter of New Mexico, but it's great that you're building a new one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's super exciting. Well, if you know me, I like to do everything at once. For example, when we bought this house and moved in, we also were pregnant, and we also got married, and it was also my birthday, and then there was Christmas. Everything at once. And, again, each one of those had their own individual celebrations and presents. It couldn't be lumped together. So
There you go.
Mhm.
but what's making me happy is looking forward and seeing the next steps, even for the Wrong NDN Podcast. This is the end of season 3.
This is it, guys.
Oh,
This is the
wow.
end. We've had 9 episodes. It was great. And, like we always do, though, we're going to take a little break. We have to do some adulting. And, just do us a favor. If, you guys are our friends and our followers, please just keep looking on our social media. There's going to be news for season 4. And, it'll be coming in the fall. So just keep looking out. We're just going to take a little time for ourselves, and then we're going to rebuild. And then, season 4 will be just as great as season 3. I'm excited for it. And before we go, though, I really want to make sure that I give a shout out to John. John was amazing. He was kind of like, I would like to say, the foundation of how we became this sacredness of 4. He
The
reached
4
out to
mountains
us.
in the back of us.
Yeah, he reached out to us, and he was like, hey, I'm a big fan, but I would also want to find a way to contribute. And so we brought him on, and unfortunately for us, for like the short time being, he's going to focus on his education. So, and we applaud him for that. So he's going to walk away from the show so he can focus on those things. But that's a good thing, though. That's something for us not to feel too bad about. And so, John, just, the floor is yours, bro.
Yeah. It just felt like I was just joining, like just barely, and then all of a sudden, like it was just over all of a sudden. And I feel kind of bad, or not. I kind of feel, but I feel really bad, just to leave you guys, because like I'm the one who reached out to you guys and was like, giving me this opportunity to help you guys out and contribute to the show. And then all of a sudden I'm like, hey guys, I gotta go off and pursue my education. And I didn't realize like how much like school was, like how much time it eats up and how much dedication you have to put into it. But I mean, this may not be the end. Probably, I don't know. Maybe I might come back to this show one day. Hopefully, if you guys don't mind. Just kidding.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It's not even a question. It's not even a question.
Yeah, so I might come back, but but for this year, I'm not, or for the next season, I'm definitely probably not going to be back. But it's been like a great experience to, this is something new to me. I never got to be on something this huge. And
you think we're huge?
yeah. I mean, you guys definitely are.
Stay out of it, Brittany.
And like I've never been something like part of like professional, like this professional before. And
You think we're professional?
what I mean, like organized, I guess, like organized. It's
I'm
so
waiting for
professional, but yeah, but it was like I enjoyed the experience though, and I really do appreciate that you guys were willing to give me a chance, and you guys gave me a chance. But now I'm just like, all right, peace, guys, But I mean, I don't want to make it seem like that, but like, of course, we're still gonna, keep in touch with each other. We're still gonna end on a good note. But yeah, again, I'm just very thankful to have met all of you guys. Brittany, Kenrick, and Marie, and especially all the guests we have. It was like such a great just like break off and network with other creators. Through native internet world. It was pretty nice though. And again, I just want to say thank you guys for letting me be part of the team, and not just working for you guys, but actually becoming like a main co-host, main host of the show. And it was pretty good, So again,
Well, look,
just thank you guys.
I'm not, I can't speak for everyone else on the team here, but I mean, you're always going to be a part of the Wrong NDN podcast. So, I mean, if you take a year off, you do whatever you need to do. And then, if you feel like, hey, man, I want to jump in on a segment, to jump in, you're always welcome. So,
Yeah.
I mean, once a Wrong Indian, always a Wrong Indian.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to your vlogs as you keep putting them out or not putting them out, whatever that is. I think that last one you had was really cool. I was like, oh, look at those, look at that over there. Yeah. So I know you're going to do wonderful things. You're going to keep doing really creative, awesome stuff, and every now and then an Instagram live with you playing your new guitar.
Yeah, totally. So, and I want to thank the viewers. So, that's all. Thank you, viewers, for letting me be a part of this. So, that's all.
Aw, I feel like we should have like a hugging moment right now.
Virtual consensual hug.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm giving that credit to Marie for the consensual virtual hug.
Yes, I definitely stole that from her.
I learned that from TikTok.
See, we learn things from TikTok.
Oh my gosh, did you put up the doc? Okay, there we go.
I saw
For our
the doc
YouTube
too.
fans, you got to see the sauce behind the secret.
That was
The secret behind
we're
the
definitely unscripted. Just kidding. You didn't see anything.
Yeah. Do not look at the man behind the curtain. But you can go to the website, wrongndnpodcast.com. All the things will be up there, links to other stuff. And as we're gearing up for season 4, there'll be some more notices that'll happen out there in our website place. Also with all the Instagrams, the TikToks, the Facebooks, wherever you get your social media fixed, except Twitter. I think we boycotted Twitter.
I think we did. I mean, look,
We have a Twitter.
Yeah,
We all have Twitters.
Yeah. If you want the whole hub of what is the Wrong Indian, I mean, it is Wrong Indian Podcast. We have all our seasons up there, audio, and we also have them on YouTube. So, please make sure you subscribe to our podcast wherever you listen to your podcasts. Go on to YouTube and subscribe for our channel for all our recorded sessions that we do. And, it'll also keep up to date for everything we're doing beyond Wrong Indian. I mean, we also have another amazing podcast that we have among the two of our hosts here. We have Brittany and Marie. They have their Misadventures podcast. Marie, you want to talk about that podcast? I don't think we have never really spent a moment to kind of discuss it. So I would love to hear more about it so we can kind of give it some love.
Yeah, so don't forget that all four of us have our own side ventures as well. So if you're missing one of us, you can go look into our handles, which are right here. So we have Brittany and I have a Misadventures podcast, and right now we were doing series, and we are revamping and going into makeup and movies. So come hang out with us. We do our makeup. We discuss a movie. And I'm really excited because we kind of took a little bit of a break, and we're going to jump right back into that as soon as we get our lives together. So, you know, how it goes with adulting, families, all that stuff. But we're just remember that all of us have our own little ventures on the side, and we're creating on TikTok, Instagram, and on
YouTube.
YouTube.
So that's it, guys. This is it for episode 9, season 3, and we will see you guys in the fall. So,
Bye.
Bye.
all the tears, man.